This is so good, by the way. It's so.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God. Thank you. Hey. I just dropped Fire off at work. It was her first day of work. And so I have 2 hours to kill before I have to pick her up. So I'm going to make this curry pasta sauce that Raja taught me how to make. I still haven't been able to replicate his. His is so good and so flavor packed. I find when you have tomato-based sauces, you have to go a little bit heavy on the seasoning because you won't taste anything. So yeah, I'm going to get all my ingredients together and let's start cooking. So I like to switch up my recipes so that they don't taste the same every single time. When I make this dish, the only constant I use is the curry. Everything else I change up. Sometimes I'll use cumin or dry mustard, things like that. Another way I like to keep them fresh is using different types of noodles. Like I will use macaroni noodles or linguine noodles, but today I'm using angel hair pasta. I always like to rinse my vegetables. This is almost a whole bulb of garlic and 2 large onions. The more garlic, the better. The more garlic, the better. You can never have too much garlic. For real. As usual, I'm going to salt my water before I put my noodles in there. Some people use oil, but I read that you should not use oil because it makes it so the sauce can't stick to your noodles because it's drenched in oil. Okay, so today the seasonings I'm using, the spices I'm using are Jamaican curry powder, black pepper, turmeric, because you know you need to use black pepper with turmeric to unlock the medicinal benefits, sea salt, and ground mustard. I've got my organic unsweetened coconut milk and my crushed tomatoes that I got from the dollar store. I love this knife. Judah bought this knife. It was like almost $200. Actually like $215 from Bed Bath & Beyond. They're so expensive. That's why they've gone out of business. You want to see something gross? Look at that. Ugh. She hate when that happens. I know.
See what she doing?
No, because okay, so the other day she wasn't low key about it. She was like, because I was like, I'm gonna go in there and drop you off. She was like, no. She does what she always does. She like psych. So like she did not want me to walk her in there. So we went through the back because that's where she took us. And then I stopped and I was like, all right then. And she's like, oh for real, you're not going in there with me? And a big old smile was all over her face. She did not want me to go in there. And I was like, I don't get no hug. And she looked around. And then she go over and I was like, can I get a picture? Because, I mean, this is, like, momentous. It's a big deal. Big fire, not the little one.
I cannot wait for her to get back to tell me what time she had.
She... I have to allow her the space to grow up. She is not a little girl anymore. Her opinions matter, her feelings matter, her dreams matter, and I have to listen to her. I added another onion. So now, this is what we have. Oop, excuse me.
No, you can always add more garlic.
Yeah, he always think I didn't add enough garlic. See, I told you, you're a garlic addict. Like, I have enough garlic. Dice up my onions. Which Roger tried to tell me that my diced onions are sloppy. I don't think so. You sound like a hater. Why? Because you want to take full credit for it if they better now?
I said they probably ain't not anymore. They probably got better.
Oh my God, that's because it's hot. Oh my God. Shit. I just fucked up.
What you do?
Oh my God. So I had that glass. Oh my God. That was almost about to explode. That glass. Because I had the wrong heater on. I had the wrong.
Your little teapot?
Yes.
Did you bring out something?
A little bit.
I told you about that last time.
Oh my God.
Ben told me about that.
That doesn't matter. I'm about to get rid of it. You know that guy, Venti Ball of Water? Mm-hmm. I'm going to order one of those. I don't know what they're called, but.
Another glass.
It's a standalone tea maker. That scared me. So which one is the front burner? Oh my God. It's like, How slow can you be? As slow as I am, clearly. Clearly. Oh my God, that's not the first time I did that. I exploded a glass at the other apartment. And I also accidentally flooded the other apartment. I accidentally left the water running in the kitchen and like all night, and it flooded the apartment beneath us. Yeah, they're suing me, but not for that. They're suing me because somebody put a hole in my wall and broke my window. Nobody here. We're just gonna leave it at that. And I did not have renter's insurance at the time. I didn't even know about renter's insurance like that, bro. Oh my God. Ooh. You just said if the onions make your eyes burn when you're cutting it, that your knife is not sharp enough. So now that I have the right burner on, my water will start to boil soon. I'm almost done cutting up these onions that I'm about to saute in a mix of avocado and olive oil. I prefer avocado oil. Actually, I'm not going to use avocado oil because I need that for my hair growth oil that I'm making in a few days, God willing. I accidentally cracked my teapot because I had it on the wrong burner. I think it was okay until I accidentally ran the water and the temperature difference made it crack. So, R.I.P. No more tea. So I've got my oil in here, all nice and warm. I'm gonna put this on medium. Chopped up my garlic. I'm gonna chop up another one. And then here's my onions. I'm about to dump all of that in here and then open my cans. It is time. So I'm actually gonna turn this up to an 8. My burner's been acting a little. You ever have a burner run not as hot? Sometimes that's what this is doing. It's been doing that for about 2 weeks. So I'm gonna put it on an 8 because this medium is not gonna cut it, baby. So I'm gonna clean up my area. I've been cleaning as I go along. I've decided I'm just gonna don't be laughing at me, Braja. Mind your business. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix all of my seasonings together. I have my own little pre-made seasoning while I'm waiting for my onions to saute. I'm gonna add my garlic in a few minutes. Then I'm gonna add my spices to my onions and garlic and let that saute. Then I'm gonna add my crushed tomatoes and my organic coconut milk. Okay, I'm gonna start with the sea salt. I like pink Himalayan salt though. It's very expensive right now. So we're gonna do we're gonna start off with 2 teaspoons because I don't wanna do too much. Once it's over salted, it's wrong. So we're gonna do 2 heaping spoons of curry. Like heaping. You see how much I have on there? A lot. But you understand, I have to cook down all of this, so you want the seasonings to get through that and through your noodles. So I've got my mustard. I'm gonna do half a teaspoon of mustard. That's enough. I want to put more in, but it's very good now. I'm gonna do half a teaspoon of turmeric. That was a half a heaping teaspoon, I'm not gonna lie. The last time I made, well, the time before last time I made this, I made it way too spicy. About that much. Pepper. Oh, that's less than half a teaspoon. Mix all of that up. And then I'm gonna add it to my onions. I'm gonna put my garlic in there right now. I ended up adding that avocado oil that I said I wasn't going to add because I didn't add enough oil and the onions were sticking to the pan. I knew that ahead of time, didn't listen to myself. Either way, here we are. we lost the noodle. So she hate when stuff falls behind the wall in the stove, never to be seen again. All right, now we in business. Our onions are bubbling, getting that nice flavor to come out. I'm about to clean up my area. Angel hair pasta is not one of those pastas I like to walk away from, like the macaroni noodle. These will stick together, so I like to make sure I stay in the kitchen so I can mix them every couple minutes, because I can't afford to have them stuck together because that totally changes the texture. Yeah, our onions are soft and have been cooking for about 10 minutes. I went back and added a little bit of cumin, which is what I was supposed to add at the beginning, and didn't listen as usual. I highly suggest that you take your coconut milk and put it in a separate container and mix it before you put it in your sauce. I learned that the hard way. If you don't, it'll come out super watery. And if your sauce ends up coming out too watery, just make a slurry with flour and water. Mix it together and then add it to your sauce. It'll make it thicker. So I've turned this down to medium. I'm gonna let this boil for a couple minutes and then I'm gonna let it simmer for like, honestly, 45 minutes, because otherwise it's just, I like a dark tomato flavor. I always cook my bread-based sauces to the max, till it's almost like tomato paste consistency. Otherwise, it just tastes like crushed tomatoes from out of a can. I'm loving this color right now. Yep. My noodles are done. They literally cooked in like 4 or 5 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and strain them and run some cold water. It's 2:05. I'm gonna cover this up and come back in 20 minutes. I turned it back up to an 8 because it wasn't trying to boil. I'm gonna keep stirring it like every 10 minutes. So right now I'm gonna wait. What I'm gonna need, whatever makes you happy, set you free. And I'm thanking you for knowing exactly. Alright, this has been about 15 minutes and this is what I have right now. So I'm gonna go, I gotta go pick up fire. I'm actually gonna put this on simmer. And then we'll check it when I get back.
Throw that Monday on the calendar because I will.
I'm just missing something. I'm gonna add a little bit of chili powder. Not chipotle. I learned my lesson. A little bit more salt. And what else did I put in there? Some paprika. That's much better. I'm gonna add a little bit of thyme towards the end. These are my tasting spoons. I do not reuse them. Just so you know. Raja's little evil ass pranked me when I went to go pick up fire. He gonna text me and say that he mixed the noodles with the sauce. When I tell you I was about to cry, I was so upset. It was not even funny. I'm gonna get him back. Alright, I had to go get fire, so I had to put this on low for about 35 minutes. It would have been done by now had I not done that. See, it's a little bit thicker. It tastes really good, but it's not as dark as I want it. So I'm going to put it on a 4. And I'm going to come back in about half hour. And we should be where we want it. Yeah, it's really good too. Oh my God, that's really good. I just want it a little darker. Please excuse me, I had to jump in the shower and wash out some negative energy. Somebody left a negative comment on my video talking about some, blunts are messing up your lips or something. I'm like, I was born this way. Did end up doing a slight slurry, and this is why it's a lot thicker. Yeah, now I'm gonna add the noodles. And this is what we have. Looks so good. Smells good. Voila. Mm.